love is kind. The Apostle Paul describes the fruit of the Spirit in Galatians chapter 5, verses 22 and 23. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Against such things there is no law. There are two virtues listed as virtues of the fruit of the Spirit that are so close to each other in meaning that they must be dealt with as one: kindness and goodness. In fact, they can both be translated goodness. So what's the difference between the two words? Let's start with the second word first. Agathosune. Agathosune means goodness. And goodness can be harsh. When my little granddaughter asked for more cookies, please, her mommy said no. Charlotte had to be harsh to be good. When Jesus made a whip and drove the money changers out of the temple, John chapter 2, he was good, but he was also harsh. Remember, God's goodness can be strict. On the other hand, the word translated kindness is an easy and mellow virtue. Christetos. Legend says that during the silent years, Jesus the carpenter made custom yokes for oxen. Later, Jesus said in Matthew chapter 11, verse 29, "Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Jesus uses our word kind here when he literally says, "My yoke is kind." William Barclay comments, Jesus says, "My yoke fits well." What he means is, the life I give you is not a burden to cause you pain. Your task is made to measure, to fit you. Wherever God sends us is made to fit our needs and our abilities exactly. Jesus uses the same word to describe the good old wine in Luke chapter 5, verse 39. He says, the old is good. That is, it's mellow. It isn't bitter or harsh. By combining these words, Paul describes the fruit of the Spirit. The apostle is telling us to be good, which sometimes means being stern, but always to be kind. Let's illustrate these words with an example. We want to be good parents, and sometimes that means drawing the line, but we are always kind, tailoring our discipline to the unique personalities of our children. Remember, there is no one size fits all in any relationship. We must be good and kind. The Apostle Paul paints kindness as the second color in his rainbow of love in 1 Corinthians chapter 13. He says love should be kind. The word he uses is Christosomai, which means to be kind, loving, merciful. It's an especially Christian word. To the Greeks, words like this not only mean kindness, they can describe healthy food, useful tools, and good experiences. When used of people, the term means worthy, decent, honest, morally upright, or good. The term may thus be used for good character or disposition, or for someone who is good at a particular task. At the close of the first century, the church in Corinth was being torn apart again by division and sectarian strife. Clement, an elder of the church in Rome, on behalf of the elders there, wrote a wonderful letter to encourage the church in Corinth to remain united. One of the things that worried him was the effect fighting has on all parties involved. He reminds them, quote, "Therefore, it is right and holy, brothers, that we should be obedient to God rather than Follow those who in arrogance and unruliness have set themselves up as leaders in abominable jealousy. For we shall bring upon ourselves no ordinary harm, but rather great danger, if we recklessly surrender ourselves to the purposes of men who launch out into strife and dissension in order to alienate us from what is right. Let us be, here's our word, let us be kind to them, in accordance with the compassion and tenderness of him who made us. For it is written, the kind shall inhabit the land, and the innocent shall be left on it. But those who transgress shall be utterly destroyed from it. That's in 1 Clement chapter 14. There's only a single letter difference between Christos, which means kind, and Christos, which means Christ. Preachers have always loved alliteration, words that start the same. So sermons on the kindness of Christ, in Greek, Christos, Christos, were very popular. Now let's think about the healing power of love. How does kindness relate to love? Certainly, love involves common courtesy, but the apostle is telling us love involves so much more. Love is healthy and good. One of the marks that a person has climbed the staircase that Peter talks about and is learning to love is that she has all the marks of being Christos. She is worthy, gentle, honest, decent, good, and especially kind. More than that, love is healing, both for the lover and the beloved. To know that someone cares, that someone will miss us when we are gone, is part of the great healing power of love. Love makes life worthwhile.